Alright, welcome back, guys. This is the fourth cast assessment, and we are at the final seven. If you guys watched the other two videos, you would notice that the video is kind of, not the video, the recording is kind of sped up. My voice sounds a bit weird. And that's because I didn't even know that you can't do over 15 minutes on YouTube, or at least with, I just use iMovie. Can't do that. So that was a bit of an issue. I hope it was okay. It was good enough. You guys at least understand it. But I'll try to make this a bit shorter, under 15 at least. But I'm just gonna run through every single person, talk about returnees and all that, and what I'm expecting for each player, as well as just my boot order. That's what I'm considering. So, if we're starting off with the 10th place, we got Jeremy. Jeremy was voted out in a split. It was a very odd split vote. It was supposed to be 7-3, I believe, but then Zach self-voted, and then Travis just flipped his vote at the end, which just made absolutely no sense to me. Like, he never explained it as well, but that's what happened. And then 7-1, Jeremy went home, and Jeremy is he's a very funny character, super entertaining. He has basically no gameplay, but in terms of just just entertainment wise, I enjoy him. And going back to final 11, I didn't know this, but Travis voted out Ryan to make it seem like to make it seem like he's not a part of Ryan's little alliance. And I thought that was genius, but it was never explained by Travis, which is my issue. I think Travis is a good player, but he's just not sending confessionals. He's not sending enough. Sent maybe like 2 or 3 total. And, he just sent me one right now. But he's not sending enough for me to actually understand what he's doing in this game. So hopefully he sends more, and hopefully I could get more insight into what he did, at least if he makes the final 3 or something. I don't know. Or the final 2, actually. But moving on with Fire Dragon, I'd say the vote for Fire Dragon was probably one of the most idiotic things I've ever seen in my life. Like, it was so... It's like I wasn't thinking of doing like a dumbest moves for this season, but just because he did that, I was considering it. This guy, it was a 4-3-2, right? So it was very easy for him to get out of it because they split the vote. But firstly, he voted as the 2, so he already fucked up there. He could have tied the vote 4-4-1, or he has a vote nullifier, so he could have nullified someone's vote from the 4, and then it would have been a tie again. Or, even on top of that, he has a fucking idol. Like, he could have just used his idol. So he had so many opportunities to stay. And if he played his cards right with all his, with all of the powers and everything, he could have made it extremely far. But very silly from a winner. He kind of reminds me of JT, to be honest, playing in an amazing season before, and now just kind of lacking this time. But moving on. Oh, also I want to add on to the point that it's good. These vote-offs are good, but it's kind of irritating that all the best players or the most known players are getting voted out one by one. Like, Philip was voted out, Josh was pretty good, voted out, Jeremy was just entertaining at least, and then Fire Dragon and Scott, those two are huge, and they just went home, it was just kind of annoying, but it's whatever. Hopefully this game gets good right now. But moving on to Scott. Scott was a pretty funny one as well. It was pretty stupid on his part, but I don't think it was too stupid. He just went with an idol in his pocket. But that was because of the spy advantage. Ryan spied on Scott to see that he had an idol, which was pretty smart. I didn't expect him to choose Scott, but he did. Found it, got everyone to turn on Scott, and Scott went home. And it was pretty funny, especially in his confessional. He was like, I'm so safe. I'm probably going to win this game. This game is super easy. And no, I'd say it's fair that it's easy, but he just got fucked over, I guess. I don't know you could say he got fucked over to an extent, but he should have just been more reserved in general and just how he played. He was a bit too aggressive, and people didn't really like that, rubbed him the wrong way. But yeah, we're moving now to, I think, I'm trying to see the numbers. It would be what? Hold up. For Patar and Sava, we have 2-2, then 3-4, 3-4. So Patar is down a number 4-3, but like we're not even really looking at the Patar versus Sava, because that's just not how alliances are going right now. Except Ryan, Zach, and Curly are together, and then Ethan's kind of more with them, and Travis is kind of on the outs, but he's still with them. And then you have Saj on one side and Tori on the other. And okay, now we'll run through every single person that is remaining. Curly is probably one of my favorite players. She's for sure gonna come back one day. Like I really enjoy her confessionals, playing a very smart social game. I liked it. I honestly I liked this season because it kind of gave a couple of people that are very new to group games an opportunity to kind of prove themselves, and Curly did that for sure. There was also talks about multis. Maybe she's a multi. I'm not sure because like I'm trying to understand like how she played this well, but she's playing an amazing game, and I'll see her going far. Zach, kind of, he was cool at first, kind of lost a bit of steam, not really sending confessionals, and he did self-vote one time, which is kind of like my biggest pet peeve with people self-voting, so I don't think you'll see him back anytime soon. Sorry, Zach. He wasn't a bad player. He's like a good one-time player, you know? And Curly is staying, gonna be here for another season. Absolutely. Sorry, Zach. I don't know why everyone keeps targeting Zach. Maybe because he's super inactive, with like socially, but everyone keeps targeting him for some reason. So I'd expect him to go either now or like go to the end. You know, I don't think there's gonna be an in between with him. But moving on to Tori. Tori's kind of just there. Not going to see her back anytime soon, for sure. Just a weird person. She also self-voted, which kind of just put the nail in the coffin. And I don't know. It's just like she just says stuff just to say stuff sometimes in the group chat, and it just makes no sense. Like I could check. What did she say recently? And it was so confusing. Who needs coffee when you're already dead? Like, well, like what? What are you talking about? I don't know what she's talking about, but that was pretty funny. Yeah, won't see her again. And I do think it's the same thing with Zach. Just because she's inactive, like either she's gonna be here till the end, or she's gonna get out very. Actually, I don't think she's gonna get out final 7 for sure. You're not gonna see her. Not gonna see her get voted out this one, but yeah. Ethan, I've talked about Ethan before. Ethan is probably one of the best players here. Just in terms of this specific game, I haven't really seen him in other group games, but this one for sure, he's kind of not controlling, but he is playing the best game. He's playing a similar game. He's kind of playing a mixture of Ryan and Curly, like super social, super strategic. He's kind of in the middle. But the big part is that he's just not a target for anybody. Like, no one is targeting him. So he's probably going to win. Like, I'd be surprised if he doesn't. He's kind of in the middle, but kind of not. Like, everyone on the outs kind of likes him and thinks they can reel him in, but he's also just specifically with Ryan, Curly, and Travis. And I do think he has the closest relationship with Travis, and he has a pretty close relationship with Ryan and Curly, and he's also close with Sad. So I think he'll do well. Ryan, like I swear to God, I don't like all the idols, all the everything. Like it's all random, but he just got 2 idols, which is absurd. Like he just got an idol. He used his Sava idol before. And then he got the re-hidden idol maybe like 20 minutes ago. So good for him. He got it. He has another idol, and he also has a safety without power, and he also had the spy advantage. So I think he's going to give the safety without power to someone else, or he's going to use his idol. He's going to use one of the powers for sure. But basically, this means like he has an amazing journey to the end. But still, there's still a lot of work to do. But oh yeah, for returning status, yeah, for sure you're gonna see Ryan back soon. He's probably like the most likely to return, like absolutely by far. But yeah, Travis kind of it's just meh. You know, he's not a bad player, not a bad one-time player, but I don't think you'll see him back unless he picks up his game. You know, he had potential, but like he's just not giving it to me. Not enough confessionals, but I do see him working a bit like in the game, but like he's lacking kind of quite a bit. And I don't think he's gonna try and make any strategical moves. I could read his confessional right now. So I know it could get to the end. It's gonna be Fern, right, and then the radar player. Like he's kind of aware of the game, but I haven't seen any big moves from him to like really say that he could do well, you know, or really say like he deserves to come back. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with him. He's kind of an enigma. But I hope he does well. I hope so. Sag has so much potential, man, but he really kind of just went back into his ways of being a sheep to Scott. But now that Scott's gone and he does have a vote advantage, hopefully, you know, with no person to ride their coattails, he could pick up his game and make a move tonight. I'm praying honestly because he has 2 votes, so there's gonna be 8. He has 6 of 8. So hopefully he could do well. Hopefully he can make a move, but I don't know. I don't expect too much. But if he does, you know, that could help him. But for now, I don't think he'll be back. But hopefully, like I'm saying this now, but you got a long way from Final 7 to Final 2, so things can change. But for sure, Tori, for sure, Zach, they're not returning. But as for everyone that's out of the game, you got Scott that's gonna be back for sure. Fire Dragon, I'd probably just, since he's played twice, I'd maybe put him back for an all returnee season. That's really it. Jeremy, who knows? Who knows about Jeremy? He's such a, like, I don't know. Some days I hate him, some days I love him, so I don't know. Josh, you'll see him back. Philip, you'll see him back all returnee. And then you got Curly. Ethan, you'll see back. Ryan, you'll see back. And then Travis and Sag, I just need to see what placement they get and how they do before they leave, and then I'll determine that. But yeah, is there anything else to say? No, I think that's good. Oh, for next season, I'm gonna do. I hope you know the problem with this season. I'm gonna rank it. For now, I think it's gonna be mid-table. Just because I mean the pre-merge was amazing, but it kind of lost its steam. Like with the merge and all that, it's kind of getting a bit slow. Like although these couple votes were good, like now I don't expect too much because you have 2 players that are kind of super inact, and then 2 other players that aren't playing the game so like amazingly. So you really only have like 3 players that are actually playing well, while Jeremy was entertaining and Fire Dragon and Scott were playing well. So like hopefully, you know, they can make this interesting, but I don't have huge hopes for this final 7. And we're going to do a final 2 for sure. That's what's going to happen with 9 votes. And hopefully that could, you know, you don't really see final 2s too often. So we'll see how they deal with that. I got 1 minute left. Yep, we're going to have another season next season. It's going to be newbies. But like, since I kind of treated this as like a generation 2, everyone that's played my season, excluding Alaskan and Philip, can play. Oh, actually, excluding this whole season, can play. So hopefully we'll get a good cast, and we'll see. Hopefully we could keep making seasons until we get to a All-Stars. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see about that, but. Good talking with you, and I'll see you soon. I'll probably do one last one. I'll probably do a final 5 or no, a final 4, maybe a finale one, and then I'll do a final 2. But that's very up in the air for now. So with that being said, it's almost 15 minutes. So I'll see you guys later, and good luck, everyone.